We now take you over to Rajpath in New Delhi for the running commentary of the Republic Day Parade 2019 and the cultural pageant being held there. Our commentators are Sanjeev Dosaj, Manoj Mankar, Shilpa Kapoor and Medha Gandhi. Over to Rajpath.
Good morning and welcome to Rajpath, New Delhi. This broad, majestic and splendid avenue that runs through the heart of the national capital from Rashtrapati Bhavan atop Raisina Hill in the west to Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in the east. This is Sanjeev Dosaj with my co-commentators Manoj Mankar, Shilpa Kapoor and Medha Gandhi bringing to you the live commentary of the 70th Republic Day Parade. Heartiest greetings to all my fellow citizens on this momentous occasion. It was this very day in 1950 when the Constitution of India, drafted by the Constituent Assembly under the guidance of Dr. Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar, came into force and India emerged as a sovereign democratic republic. The Constitution was adopted on the 26th of November 1949 and it was enacted on this historic day because this is the day when the people of India gave the call for Purna Swaraj or complete independence. Friends, a nation actually becomes independent not when the alien rulers leave the boundaries of a country, but it is when it has its own government, which is by its own people, for its own people and of its own people. And this happens only when a nation has its own constitution. India can boast of having the longest written liberal democratic constitution of the world. The focal point of today's celebrations is right here at Rajpath, and we are located in the All India Radio booth just a little towards the east of the main saluting dais, from where the Honorable President, accompanied by the Chief Guest of the Year's parade, President of the Republic of South Africa, Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, along with the Vice President and Prime Minister of our country, will be reviewing the parade that passes by down the Rajpath from the direction of Rashtrapati Bhavan towards India Gate. We bring to you all an eyewitness account of the most spectacular show of the nation, which will show the military might of our country, along with the latest achievements and initiatives, and the rich and diverse culture and traditions from various parts of our great nation, Bharat. Over to Medha.
Thank you very much, Sanjeev, for that awesome account. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful winter morning this is. The skies are glistening blue, and it's like the God is shining down on us, making sure that this Republic Day is especially special for all of us here at Rajpath and all of you who are tuned in to your radio sets to get the live updates about the Republic Day Parade. The vista is bathed in sunlight, speckled with tufts of white cloud, and across both sides of Rajpath, the majestic boulevard that runs from Rashtrapati Bhavan through Vijay Chowk to India Gate. Green chairs are lined across both sides of Rajpath with our fellow citizens in bright hues of red, blue, yellow, purple, wearing their winter wear, braving the winters and waiting for this parade to start. And already we can see in the front rows there are lots of dignitaries who've taken their seats and are waiting for this parade to start. Shri Amit Shah, Party President BJP, is sitting right in front, and close by, very near to him, is Shri J. Nadda, Union Health Minister. And across from the Rajpath, what I can see right in front of me is the national emblem. The national emblem is looking so grand on its statue, and it's looking very, very grand right there with the beautiful flower decoration right under it. On a bed of white flowers, we can see the map of India, and right in the middle of that, beautiful decorations with flowers of the Indian flag. And to the left of that is a beautiful silhouette in red and maroon of Mahatma Gandhi, marking this year's celebrations. To the right, what we can see is the saluting dais decorated beautifully with the lovely orchids and marigolds. Oh, what a beautiful decoration it is. All the way around, from the left to the right, as we see people waiting very expectantly for this parade to start and this majestic Rajpath. And as we look up in the sky, which will soon have the flypast too, which we all eagerly await, there are birds taking flights of fancy. Over to you, Shilpa.
Thank you, Medha. And today, indeed, Rajpath is abuzz with excitement and anticipation. The dignitaries have started arriving at the saluting days, as Medha just mentioned to you. There are special enclosures for them right below the booth where we are stationed, and I can see the crowd slowly building up despite a cold winter morning. And in a short while from now, Rajpath, which is dressed up in a floral splendor, is going to come alive with a sequence of ceremonies, spectacular display of military might, cultural performances. Actually, 2019 is very special as it marks the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. So the year-long celebrations commence with this Republic Day by paying a tribute to him. There are 17 tableaus with the theme Gandhi from various Indian states, union territories, and 6 from different ministries taking part in this Republic Day parade. Last year we had leaders of 10 ASEAN states attending the ceremony, and this year the 5th and the current president of the Republic of South Africa and the Supreme Commander of the South African National Defence Force, Honorable Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, will be gracing the occasion as the chief guest. He is also the 13th president of the African National Congress and has been the last chairman of the BRICS and the Southern African Development Community. This visit holds special significance on the 150th birth anniversary of the father of a nation who had very close links with the people of South Africa. Also in the Republic Day flypast this year, the Indian Air Force is going to showcase an aircraft flying on a mix of jet fuel and biofuel. Our Prime Minister's vision is to reduce crude oil imports by at least 10% by 2021. And this is definitely a step towards it. There will be around 600 children participating in the parade at Rajpath, and we are looking forward to that. A lot of firsts this year. Like for the first time, a lady officer will be leading the Army Services Corps in this parade, a moment of pride for all of us. Also, there is a lady officer in the Daredevils motorcycle team who will display exceptional riding skills. There will be powerful new artillery weapons on display at the parade for the first time this year. And mind you, that's not all. For the first time in the history of Republic Day parades, an all-women contingent of Assam Rifles, which is one of the oldest paramilitary forces of India, will be seen marching on Rajpath this year. And also, this year the honorable delegates of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas 2019, which was held in Varanasi a few days ago from the 21st to the 23rd of January, they will be gracing the occasion as well to witness the grandiose of the 70th Indian Republic Day celebrations. So there is a lot of excitement galore in store for us. And Medha, would you like to add to this?
And as Shilpa was giving you those details, we could see other dignitaries walking in to this arcade. Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubey has taken place in the front rows. Shri H.D. Devi Gowda, the former Prime Minister, is also seated right up front waiting for the parade to start. We can also see in the audience Shri Prakash Javadkar, the Minister, Union Minister for Human Resource Development. The other people, the other dignitaries that we can see are Dr. Harshvardhan, Minister of Science and Technology, the Chief Minister of Delhi, of course, Shri Arvind Kejriwal, and the Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Manish Sisodia. Also sitting in the front seats is Srimati Anupriya Patel, the Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare. So as you can see, the ground is all ready and expectantly waiting for the Republic Day parade to start. And as I was describing the scene right across the Rajpath to you, to add a little more to that, just below the national emblem, stationed the military band in their ceremonial uniforms of olive green and red with their unit headgear looking so dapper. And on the other side of the national emblem is the combined military band that consists of 3 JCOs and musicians drawn from 58 Gurkha Training Center and Army Ordnance Corps, led by Subedar Major Bal Bahadur, assisted by Subedar G. Biju. They shall play the national anthem on the arrival and departure of the President of India. They will also play the glorious tunes of the Cavalry Brigade, Vijay Rath and General Nirmal. And there is so much excitement in the air as the audience are getting up to take pictures. The sun is shining bright. The excitement is abuzz. It's like and we can see Sri Rajnath Singh, who's just walked in, and people are so excited to see him come and take his place. Over to you, Shilpa.
Actually, these celebrations are not restricted just to New Delhi. In other states of India, a gamut of activities will be carried out, and we will let you know all about it as the day progresses. But right now, happy Republic Day to all tuned into All India Radio for this live broadcast from Rajpath. And I hand over to Manoj, who is stationed at India Gate.
We will not yet go to Manoj. We have more to tell our people. The place is buzzing with activity and there are so many people. All the stands are filled. People are standing here. They are clicking photographs and it's a moment of glory. This little moment is that when we celebrate the Republic Day, the 70th Republic Day, the great event of our country. This is the day when we actually became independent. The independence which we are governed by ourselves. This is that day. And on this day, there is another news which I would like to share with all of you, that 3 Bharat Ratnas were announced yesterday. Our past president, Pranab Mukherjee, then Nanaji Deshmukh and Bhupen Hazarika, they were endowed with the honor of Bharat Ratna.
And yes, as Sanjeev just mentioned about the Bharat Ratna's awardees, and it is indeed now time to move to India Gate, where Manoj is stationed to tell you about the proceedings. So over to you, Manoj.
Thank you, Shilpa. On the 70th Republic Day, heartiest felicitations to Indians across the length and breadth of the country and Indians living across the globe. Heartiest greetings, especially to our soldiers posted on our land and maritime borders, and also in the hinterland, who as we speak, relentlessly continue guarding the country and her citizens with selfless, arduous zeal. Amidst all the gaiety and splendor, the awesome display of India's military might and the vibrant cultural diversity that Rajpath is about to witness, there are some poignant moments too, specifically here at India Gate. It is here that an entire nation, led by the Honorable Prime Minister, remembers and pays tribute to her heroes, martyrs who laid down their lives, fighting for the defense, honor and dignity of their beloved motherland. This is an appropriate moment to come together and join hands in expressing our gratefulness to those in the armed forces who laid down their lives selflessly so that you and I and the rest could continue enjoying our freedom. A motorcade has just come in, a combination of a white sedan and an olive-colored jeep. The principal vehicle, white as I said, has taken a right turn, and alighting from it now is Shri Sanjay Mitra, who's the Defence Secretary. He's been ceremonially received. And now, one by one, the arrivals of the chiefs will start. From the left now, I can see a fully blue motorcade gliding briskly, a combination of 2 sedans, 2 jeeps and 3 motorcycles. The principal vehicle, bearing the Air Force flag and 4 stars, gradually takes a right turn and comes to a halt. and alighting from it now is the Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa, PVSM, AVSM, YSM, VM, ADC. Now to give you a sense of the proceedings that will unfold here at India Gate, in a short while from now, the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will arrive here and on behalf of a grateful nation, pay homage to the martyrs by laying a wreath at Amar Jawan Jyoti. The command that you heard on your radio sets marks another arrival. This time, it's a combination of black and white vehicles, 3 motorcycles, 2 SUVs and two white jeeps. The principal vehicle bearing the naval flag deviates, takes a right turn and comes to a halt in front of the arch of India Gate. Alighting from it now is Admiral Sunil Namba, PVSM, AVSM, VM, ATC. Clearly visible from our commentary booth is Amar Jawan Jyoti, the eternal flame that commemorates the indomitable courage of our armed forces. The Amar Jawan, the immortal soldier, is symbolized by a reversed rifle topped by a helmet. Another motorcade, this one bigger in size. It's a combination of different vehicles. Glides in briskly on Rajpath. The principal vehicle now, it's a black SUV, bears the army flag, and alighting from it now is the Chief of Army Staff, General Bipin Rawat, PVSM, UYSM, AVSM, YSM, SM, VSM. After the Prime Minister arrives here, he'll lay a wreath at the Amar Jawan Jyoti, and the Guard Commander then, the Guard Commander of the Inter-Services Guard of Honor, will give a command to present arms, the Salami Shastra, followed by reversal of arms, that is the Shok Shastra. 6 buglers stationed here will then sound the last post. After the last note of the last post, a 2-minute silence will be observed. The completion of the silence will be marked by the buglers sounding the rouse and the Guard Commander ordering present arms, the Salami Shastra. Following that, the Prime Ministerial motorcade will encircle India Gate anti-clockwise and head towards the saluting base. And now, from my left, I can see another motorcade glided. This time, the motorcycle riders are 1 each from the Army, Navy and Air Force, and the Navy being the coordinating agency this year, the pilot vehicle was a naval vehicle. The principal vehicle is white in color and the bonnet bears the national tricolour, and alighting from it now is the Minister of State for Defence, Dr. Subhash Ramrao Bhamre. A sandstone edifice of mammoth proportions, India Gate stands tall and imposing, gazing proudly at us, surrounded by a vast backdrop of green lawns, tarmac and gravel surrounding it. Adding dashes of colour to this already picture-perfect sight are smartly turned out officers and men of all the 3 armed forces positioned in and around the gateway. Flanking the eastern semicircle is the Inter-Services Guard of Honor, comprising 150 men, led by the overall Guard Commander, Commander Kartik Das. The Army contingent is being led by Major Ashish Thakur, the Naval contingent by Lieutenant Commander S. Tyagarajan, and the Air Force contingent by Flight Lieutenant Mudit Lodha. Covering the western semicircle are 10 lancers on horseback who belong to the renowned 61st Cavalry, the only surviving horse cavalry in the world today. It's a resplendent sight. The lancers in their ceremonial winter uniform, dark blue tunics, white breeches, black riding boots, gold kamarbands, and gold and blue pagadi, astride a colourful saddle, atop their handsome mounts. The command that you just heard marks the arrival of another dignitary. The motorcade now glides in briskly towards the Arch of India Gate. This too was led by a naval jeep, followed by motorcycle riders, one each from the three armed forces. The principal vehicle, which is black in color, halts, and alighting from it now is Honorable Raksha Mantri, the Defence Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. The Majestic India Gate was built as a memorial to commemorate the 70,000 Indian soldiers who laid down their lives in World War I, in the Northwest Frontier Operations and the Third Afghan War in 1919. Their names are inscribed on the outer walls. The foundation stone of the All India War Memorial Arch, as it was known then, was laid by the Duke of Connaught in February 1921. Designed by Edwin Lutyens, it was declared by Lord Irwin as the victory of India in February 1931. This colossal structure is almost 140 feet high, with sculpted panels of stonework relief and a dentil cornice dividing the huge central arch from the massive masonry of the attic above. This is boldly inscribed with the word India. In 1972, the eternal flame Amar Jawan Jyoti was added as another memorial to the unknown soldier, many a man, who laid down his life in the 1971 war, as also to commemorate 25 years of Indian independence. The beautifully lit up India Gate provides a memorable background in the evenings. Even in daylight, the stretch between India Gate and Rashtrapati Bhavan forms a splendid vista. Inscribed also on the top of India Gate is the line of dedication: to the dead of the Indian armies who fell and are honoured in France and Flanders, Mesopotamia and Persia, East Africa, Gallipoli and elsewhere, in the near and the far east, and in sacred memory also of those whose names are here recorded and who fell in India or the Northwest Frontier and during the Third Afghan War. The command that you just heard signals the arrival of the Prime Minister's motorcade. From the left end on Rajpath, one can see the pilot vehicle leading the other vehicles of the Prime Minister's motorcade emerge on the tarmac of Rajpath. What a picture-perfect sight this is. Fully visible now is the grand motorcade, gliding regally like a shoal of dolphins, swimming in a calm ocean at leisurely ease. The entourage, a combination of black SUVs with their jammers aloft in rapt attention, have crossed the last intersection on Rajpath and is now approaching our commentator's booth. From high up here, it is a picture of perfectly synchronized harmony, the gleaming metallic black vehicles presenting a melodious visual symphony which is about to unfold its first movement. The principal vehicle has come to a halt. The Defence Minister steps forward, and alighting from it now is the Honourable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, dressed in a cream kurta, white pajama and a red and orange pagadi, escorted by the three service chiefs, the Prime Minister now, along with two wreath bearers, in a slow march, advances towards Amar Jawan Jyoti, where on behalf of a grateful nation, he'll pay homage to the martyred soldier. Amar Jawan Jyoti, the eternal flame, the tribute to the immortal soldier, is a compelling reminder to all of us of the noblest of all virtues, that is patriotism. It enlightens us about our paramount duty to our nation, our motherland. Get up at once, get up at once. The bugle is sounding. The day is here and never fear. Old Sol is shining. The orderly officer is on his rounds. After the 2-minute silence following the last post, the rouse was sounded. The rouse is traditionally the lively trumpet or bugle call to signal soldiers that it is time to rise and prepare for a new day. In a deeper context, it signifies that life goes on anew, irrespective of the circumstances, giving hope and strength to prepare one and all to face new challenges as life has to go on. At the moment, the Honourable Prime Minister, escorted by the 3 service chiefs, is inscribing his remarks on the visitor's book, which is kept on a table next to the Amar Jawan Jyoti. On that table, a plaque is kept which bears the words, "Not by action, not by progeny, not by wealth, but by sacrifice alone can immortal good be achieved." This profound line has been taken from the Upanishad. The Honourable Prime Minister now shaking hands with dignitaries from the armed forces, each one of them saluting him before shaking hands. The western forecourt of India Gate has been beautifully decorated with a vast, varied mosaic of flowers, lending a dazzling, colourful look to the base of the sandstone colossum. And now, the Honourable Prime Minister now has boarded his vehicle, and in a short while from now, his motorcade will encircle India anti-clockwise. All dignitaries greeting the Honourable Prime Minister. And now, as the Prime Minister's motorcade begins to encircle India Gate anti-clockwise, this poignant moment reminds us of a poet's interpretation of a fallen soldier's last wish on the battlefield. Bidding adieu to this beautiful world, I am leaving on a long, long journey. Don't you let tears roll down, my friends, even when you no longer see me. With my speech breaking into fragments, I last extend you my shaking hand. Promise me one last time, my countrymen, that you'll deeply love our motherland. May I anoint my blood-stained forehead with the sacred dust a handful. Please turn me slightly closer. I'll kiss Mother India and be grateful. May I have one final look at our tricolour fluttering high. Please sing for me once and for all our national anthem before I say goodbye. Who knows where I'm headed to, whether I'll ever be able to return, or am I destined to be honoured with the supreme gift of being immortal, dreaming of a safe, secure, smiling India. I approach the finish line in this race. Do abide by with what my last breath says. Don't you stop by for me, my friends. March ahead, march ahead. And as the last vehicle of the Prime Minister's motorcade crosses the last lamppost to our left as it goes towards saluting base, we take you back to our commentary booth at the saluting base. Over to Sanjeev.
For that account of a very solemn ceremony of paying homage at the Amar Jawan Jyoti, led by our Honourable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The entire nation joined for this solemn moment when we bow our heads to the sacrifices of the sons and daughters of India who laid down their lives for the honour and glory of the motherland. And now, as I look out from the commentary box, I see the stands below our commentary booth are completely filled with many dignitaries and various other dignitaries who were present at the ceremony of paying homage at the Amar Jawan Jyoti are coming in their individual motorcades and assembling here. And the last to arrive will be the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, and all of us are waiting for that moment. And right now, and I can see that our Honorable Minister for Defence, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, has arrived, and she is now waiting to receive the Honorable Prime Minister. It is a great moment, and we have all the dignitaries who have come and seated, and we have Medha who tell us who all have arrived till now.
Just as the dignitaries were taking their position to wait for the arrival of the Prime Minister, we saw the arrival of Dr. Manmohan Singh, ex-Prime Minister. He's come and taken his place. Shortly before that, the President of the Indian National Congress, Shri Rahul Gandhi, came and took his place. The other dignitaries who are seated in the front rows include the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Ranjan Gogoi, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Shri Rajiv Pratap Rudy, and we see the travelcade coming from India Gate.
All eyes are on Rajpath in the direction of India Gate, eagerly awaiting the arrival of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. All India Radio is delighted to be your window to this panoramic view. And as the cavalcade of our Prime Minister and entourage of black sedans gliding slowly and steadily on Rajpath is halting right in front of the saluting dais, and the people have actually stood up, and because they are trying to spot and get a glimpse of our Honorable Prime Minister. And from the loud cheers, I can guess that the motorcade of our Prime Minister is very close to the saluting dais. It is rolling down very slowly, and the sedan which has the Prime Minister sitting in it has come to a halt. The people they have taken out their mobile phones and they're trying to videograph the entire picture. And there, can you hear the loud cheer in the background? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has arrived, and he's shaking hands with the dignitaries, dressed in a cream-colored kurta and with a beautiful orange pagadi, which has got a long tail. He's really looking elegant, and he is greeting the crowd with a wave of his hands and the traditional namaste, and he is greeting and meeting the people of his cabinet who are surrounding him right now, and he can be seen walking to one side of the enclosure where people are going closer to him to wish him, and there he is greeting everybody very warmly. The photographers are following him, and he is going ahead and meeting and shaking hands with the important dignitaries. And over to Medha for the further account.
Meeting the ex-Prime Minister Shri Manmohan Singh, Dr. H.D. Devegowda, and walking back towards the saluting base, that is our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, his red safa floating behind him as he gracefully glides across, awaiting.
And now is the time for the arrival of the Vice President.
Well, the Vice President's motorcade has just halted in front of the saluting dais, and Honorable Prime Minister is right there waiting to greet him. And as the door opens, out steps Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu, the Honorable Vice President of India, accompanied by his wife Srimati M. Usha, and both are greeted warmly by the Prime Minister. And as the Vice President and his wife, they make way to the special enclosure, they are greeted by the Defence Minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, the Minister for State Defence, Dr. Subhash Ramrao Bhamre, the Tri-Services Chiefs, and everybody is waving out to the Vice President. And from the direction of Rashtrapati Bhavan, the presidential motorcade is seen drawing closer.
The strains of Shubh Swagatam herald the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister. This song was composed by Pandit Ravi Shankar and is welcoming the Honorable President. The motorcade of the Honorable President is now about to reach in front of the saluting dais. There stops the vehicle of the Honorable President of our country, Sri Ramnath Kovind, and the entire motorcade along with the President bodyguard is also coming. In this motorcade we have the first ladies we have Srimati Savita Kovind, and they are slowly moving towards the saluting dais. She is accompanied by Dr. Shepo Motsepe, the wife of the President of South Africa. Both the ladies very gracefully walking towards the saluting dais. They are welcomed by the Defense Minister, the Minister of State, and the three defense chiefs. And now they slowly ascend the saluting dais.
And right now we see in front of us taking formation at the saluting base the magnificent President's bodyguard. 46 bays in greys draped in their ceremonial regalia with their riders astride, looking dapper in their liveries. Ramrod attention as we see them accompany the President's motorcade this morning in the gleaming sun. Oh, how handsome this bunch of horses look as they're bringing in the President of our country.
And as the motorcade slowly halts in front of the saluting dais, everybody is waiting very patiently, and so is the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for greeting the chief guest as well as the President of India.
The door opens and Sri Ramnath Kovind is out, and he's being welcomed by the Honorable President Shri Narendra Modi. A very warm handshake, and now he is welcoming the President of South Africa. And both the chief guests of this morning and the Honorable President, they walk towards the saluting dais, being welcomed by the Union Minister for Defence, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, followed by Dr. Subhash Bhamare, and the three defence chiefs, General Rawat, shaking hands with the President, followed by Admiral Sunil Lamba and Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa. And all the three guests welcomed the chief guest of this morning as well, and both of them very handsomely and very graciously shaking hands with our three chiefs and the dignitaries. Now the Honorable President waving to the crowds on both sides, and crowds are responding with great vigor and encouragement, and he with folding hands is now slowly ascending the stairs to the saluting dais.
And guiding them to the saluting dais are two aides-de-camp leading the way and taking and guiding the President of India, and the crowd is cheering and the crowd is waving enthusiastically. You can hear the shouts conveying the excitement among the crowd upon sighting the President. What a wonderful occasion this is to see so many people gathered here, and amazing experience. It is an amazing experience here at Rajpath to taste the flavor of excitement. And I can see the Prime Minister waving and greeting all the people assembled here in the booths. The President ascends the saluting dais, and he is going to be taking his position for the national anthem, and followed by the 21 gun salute. And slowly he is moving to take his position.
As the dignitaries take their place on the saluting dais, we can see right in front the flag being ready. The naval officer, young naval officer, Lieutenant Bhavesh Gulia, taking position for the flag hoisting. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. That was the 21-gun salute presented by a field battery of 10 Med Regiment under the command of Lieutenant Colonel C. Sandeep, the gun position officer Subedar Amit Singh. The 21-gun salute so majestically presented during the Republic Day, Independence Day and visits of foreign heads of state is a mark of honor. And we see the President's bodyguard slowly departing away from here, those handsome bays and greys making way for the parade to get started.
And with the cheer of Bharat Mata Ki Jai, the crowd is excited, enthralled with the 21-gun salute. And now is the time for the nation to confer the Ashok Chakra gallantry to Lance Naik Nazir Ahmed Wani posthumously. Nazir Ahmed Wani was a former militant who joined the 162 Infantry Battalion of the Territorial Army in 2004. He won 2 Sena medals for bravery in 2007 and 2017. In November 2018, during an operation against 6 terrorists, he got shot multiple times. He killed 2 and injured a 3rd before collapsing. His wife, Mehzabeen Akhtar, accompanied by his mother, Raja Begum, will receive the Ashok Chakra, the country's highest peacetime gallantry medal, today from our President, Honorable Shri Ramnath Kovind. They are ascending the saluting dais. And as they go and take
स्वर्गीय लांस नायक नजीर अहमद वानी सेना मेडल 16 जनवरी 2004 को 162वीं इन्फेंट्री बटालियन प्रादेशिक सेना में भर्ती हुए थे। वे एक बहादुर एवं अलंकृत सैनिक रहे। उन्होंने दक्षिण कश्मीर में कई ऑपरेशनों को सफलतापूर्वक पूरा करने में अपना अहम योगदान दिया। उनकी असाधारण शूरवीरता तथा कर्तव्य परायणता के लिए उन्हें 2 बार सेना मेडल से नवाजा गया था। 25 नवंबर 2018 को जम्मू एवं कश्मीर के गांव में सशस्त्र 6 आतंकवादियों के मौजूद होने की सूचना मिलने पर लांस नायक नजीर अहमद वानी ने अपनी टीम के साथ लक्षित मकान की ओर पहुंचकर स्वयं मोर्चा थाम लिया। आतंकवादियों ने अंधाधुंध गोलीबारी और ग्रेनेड से घेराबंदी को तोड़ने का प्रयास किया। बड़ी निडरता से उन्होंने अत्यंत निकट की गोलीबारी में एक कट्टर आतंकवादी का सफाया कर दिया और अनुकरणीय कौशल से उस कमरे में ग्रेनेड दाग दिया जहां पर दूसरा आतंकवादी छिपा हुआ था। स्वयं गंभीर रूप से घायल होने के बावजूद उन्होंने भागते विदेशी आतंकवादी को आमने सामने के मुकाबले में मार गिराया। अपने जख्मों की परवाह न करते हुए उग्रता तथा साहस के साथ उन्होंने मुकाबला जारी रखा और दूसरे आतंकवादी को भी घायल कर दिया, परंतु आतंकवादी ने उन्हें पुनः घायल कर दिया और वे अपने जख्मों के कारण शहीद हो गए। इस तरह से लांस नायक नजीर अहमद वानी ने कट्टर आतंकवादियों का सामना करते हुए उल्लेखनीय वीरता का प्रदर्शन किया तथा राष्ट्र के लिए सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिया। स्वर्गीय लांस नायक नजीर अहमद वानी की पत्नी श्रीमती महजबीन, साथ में है उनकी माताजी श्रीमती राजा बानू।
And we saw the showering of the flower petals right now, along with as the Ashok Chakras was being presented, it was a very solemn moment. And after that, the helicopters from the side of the Rashtrapati Bhavan flew past the saluting dais, and it was a moment when they were giving respect to this great martyr.
Nazir Ahmed Wani's wife, Mehzabeen Akhtar, and his mother, Raza Begum, they go past the saluting dais. They will never come, never ever, but their might remains, ever, forever. Eyes are moist, but the hearts are swelling with pride. for being blessed with a brave son who carried out his duty and laid his life guarding the country to keep the honor intact of his motherland.
After this solemn moment, the helicopters, which were flying in a Y-inverted formation, have flew past the saluting dais, and now, after that, I can see the moment when the parade commander would be leading this year's parade. Parade commander, Lieutenant General Asit Mistry, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishesh Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding Delhi Headquarters, is leading the parade. As we see, right in front of me, he is riding a shining open gypsy and is standing straight on the gypsy, waiting for the moment when he will salute the Honorable President. And here he salutes the Honorable President. His open gypsy is slowly moving towards the India Gate. Honorable President acknowledges the salute, and it is a great moment. It's a moment when the parade commander is moving past towards the India Gate, and after him the parade will start.
Since you spoke about salute, Sanjeev, salute is a gesture of respect and trust. And the salute of the three services, the Army, Navy and Air Force, is very different from one another. The Indian Army salute shows an open palm which is parallel to the ground, and it almost touches the hat band or the eyebrow, which faces the ground at a 90-degree. And it is only to indicate that there is no weapon hidden anywhere. Okay? And
following the parade commander is the parade second in command, Major General Rajpal Punia, Youth Seva Medal, Chief of Staff, Headquarters, Delhi area. He is also an alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Indian Military Academy, and the General Officer, and was commissioned in 1984. He approaches the saluting dais and is ready to salute the Honorable President. His open gypsy is slowly moving towards the saluting dais, and here I can see he salutes the Honorable President, and the Honorable President responds back in a gesture of great pride for the entire audience. The spectators are clapping, and it's a moment when he is followed by the recipients of Paramveer Chakra and Ashok Chakra. The winners are positioned on the gleaming vehicles, and they will salute the Honorable President. The Paramveer Chakra medalists are Subedar Major Honorary Captain Bano Singh, Subedar Yogendra Singh Yadav, Subedar Sanjay Kumar, and the Ashok Chakra medalists are Major General Cyrus A. Pithawala, Colonel Jasbir Singh Raina, Lieutenant Colonel Jasram Singh, Lieutenant Colonel D. Sri Ram Kumar, Naib Subedar Chering Mutup, Shri Govind Singh of District Chhatarpur, and Shri Bhurelal of District Guna, Madhya Pradesh. The Paramveer Chakra is awarded for the most conspicuous act of bravery and sacrifice in the face of the enemy, and the Ashoka Chakra is India's peacetime military decorated award for valor and courageous action or self-sacrifice away from the battlefield.
And here comes the first marching contingent smartly astride on their mounts from the prestigious 61 Cavalry in the uniform of the erstwhile Gwalior Lancers, marching royally. The 61 Cavalry led by Major Apurva Dhabade. What a beautiful sight it is. 61 Cavalry is the only active serving horse regiment in the world. The soldiers are wearing a stunning golden headgear with red stripes, and they are dressed in their majestic regalia, holding red and white triangular flags which are called pennants in their right hand, red above white signifying blood before surrender. And the motto of the 61 Cavalry is Ashwa Shakti Yashobal, meaning horsepower is forever supreme. And it is seen going past the saluting dais and following them closely, merging with the clip-clop of the hooves. You can hear the rumble of the column of T-90 Bhishma tanks, which forms the first of the mechanized columns group approaching the dais to salute the President. Tank T-90, which is commanded by Captain Navneet Eric of 45 Cavalry, is the main battle tank of the Indian Army. And I can see the powerful 125mm smoothbore gun being lowered in the direction of the President to give the ceremonial salute. And the crowd is applauding. This gigantic and intimidating T-90 Bhishma tank has coaxial machine gun and an anti-aircraft gun. And the motto of the regiment is Veer Bhogya Vasundhara, which means the brave shall inherit the earth, and the colors are dull cherry and beige drab.
The next detachment is of the Infantry Combat Vehicle ICV BMP-2K, led by Major Akshay Punj of 2nd Guards, 1st Battalion of the Grenadiers Regiment. BMP is a high-mobility infantry combat vehicle with potent armament and state-of-art night fighting capability. It has a capacity to destroy any unknown enemy target up to a distance of 4 kilometers at night. Capable of operating under diverse environment, it is presently deployed in terrains varying from deserts to snow-clad mountains. The motto of this battalion is Pehla Hamara Pehla. Following them is the Surface Mine Clearing System, that is SMCS. This is led by Captain Manit Goyal of the 1 Armored Engineer Regiment, and it is now in front of the saluting dais. He salutes the Honorable President and the contingent moves ahead. The surface mine clearing system is supplied by Bharat Earth Movers Limited. It has a clearance and width of 4 meters in a single pass, clearing up to 98% anti-personnel and 100% anti-tank mines at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour.
And the next detachment rolling down Rajpath is K9 Vajra T, commanded by Captain Devaj Bhutani of the 2nd Medium Regiment. It is a self-propelled howitzer, and it is the first 52 caliber gun system to be inducted in the Indian artillery, and was first tracked self-propelled gun to be inducted after almost 3 decades. Sarvatra Izzate O Iqbal is the motto of the Regiment of Artillery. With the ceremonial salute to the Honorable President, K9 Vajra exits the dais, making way for the next detachment, M777A2 Ultralight Howitzer. And as M777A2 Ultralight Howitzer approaches the salute dais, it is commanded by Captain Shyam E.K. of 193 Medium Regiment, and they smartly salute the President. The lightweight of the howitzer enables it to be heli-lifted, which aids deployment in the inaccessible areas of mountainous terrain.
The next detachment is Transportable Satellite Terminal TST. The TST vehicle of Corps of Signals are led by Captain Bhavana Sayal of 1 Army Headquarters Signal Regiment and Subedar Hari S of 2nd Army Headquarters Signal Regiment. They salute the Honorable President with their glory and smartness, and the President responds back. What an occasion. What a scene. You can see the TST right in front of you, and as if they are aiming at the right moment, and the entire spectators are spellbound having a view of this. Following this is the Akash weapon system. The Akash weapon system is commanded by Captain Nitin Kumar Yadav and Captain Aryan Gautam of 128 Air Defense Regiment. They smartly salute the Honorable President, and this detachment moves towards India Gate. Akash weapon system is the first indigenously developed air defense system capable of firing short-range surface-to-air missiles against enemies' air platforms.
And next in line I can see the Madras Regiment stomping in, and they are the gallant Thambis of the Madras Regiment, dressed in olive green, golden and white striped headgear, wearing a cravat and kamarband of a similar pattern, white anklets and black boots. And right on top in the sky, I can see there are Rudras, the advanced light helicopters approaching the saluting dais. And there are two advanced light helicopters, Dhruv of Army Aviation, in diamond formation. And they are flying at a speed of 150 kilometers per hour and at a height of 60 meters right above us, in front of us. And the crowd is thrilled to see the helicopters. They are waving. And right in front of me, I can see the Madras Regiment marching in towards the saluting dais. The contingent is led by Captain Prakash Singh Rathore of 28th Battalion of the Madras Regiment, and he salutes the Supreme Commander by lowering the sword, pointing it towards the ground.
Following closely on the heels is the combined band of the Sikh Light Infantry, Regimental Center and the Ladakh Scouts in their orange tunics. What a magnificent show there is. You can hear that melodious music going on, playing the saxophones, bugle, clarinet, the French horn, tuba and the cymbals. The band slowly moves forward from the saluting dais.
Following the band is the Rajputana Rifles. The Rajputana Rifles, led by Major Aditya Pratap Singh of the 9th Battalion, and he salutes the Honorable President.
The regiment has the distinction of winning the Victoria Cross in 1856. It has 6 Victoria Crosses to its credit.
The regiment has the distinction of winning the first Victoria Cross in 1856. It has 6 Victoria Crosses to its credit. The regiment has been honored with 1 Paramveer Chakra, 3 Ashok Chakras, 10 Mahavir Chakras and 11 Kirti Chakras. Following them is the Sikh regiment, marching with elegance in the red turbans. The next one is contingent of the Khalsas of the Sikh regiment, led by Lieutenant Bharati Nanda. He salutes the Honorable President. The motto of the regiment is Nishchay kar apni jeet karo, and the war cry is Jo bole so nihal, Sat Sri Akal. And now they slowly march towards the India Gate.
And coming up now is the combined band of Jammu and Kashmir Light Infantry, Regimental Center, Bombay Engineers Group and Center, Hickey No. 1 Signal Training Center. There you can hear their melodious music playing the tune Dhruv. Their olive uniforms and sparkling red turbans, what a spectacular display it was.
And the next marching contingent is of the Gorka Brigade, which is led by Captain Abhay Singh. Captain Abhay Singh Sandhu of 5th Battalion, the 1st Gorka Rifles. It is said that if a man says he's not afraid of dying, he's either lying or he is a Gurkha. And these are the words said by late Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. The motto is Kafar Hunu Banda Marnu Ramro. And the battle cry is Jai Ma Kali, Ayo Gorkhali.
Led by Lieutenant Bhavna Studio 508 AAC Battalion. He is leading the contingent of the Brigade that provides 70% of operational logistics support.
With Seva Asmakam Dharma, which means service is our creed, this as their motto, Army Service Corps, just marches past the saluting dais. And they're wearing beautiful navy blue and golden headgear with a turra. And for the first time in the Indian history of ASC, a lady officer, Lieutenant Bhavna Kasturi of 508 ASC Battalion, is leading the contingent.
And what you heard just now was the combined band of the Army Service Corps, the Army Medical Corps Center and the college. That was the 67 musicians playing that beautiful Arun Vaidya Mahavir.
Following them
participated in Operation Cactus
That is
Berry, Operation
Infantry
Gorka,
Battalion,
Operation
Territorial
Success,
Army
Operation
Punjab.
Jammu and Kashmir, Operation
The
Brigade.
march is led by Major Ashwini Bhuria of 102 Infantry Battalion and the Territorial Army. The unit has been embodied on numerous occasions in support of the regular army and has participated in various operations. And followed by them is the tableau of our veterans, the veteran soldiers. The Veterans Tableau 2019 is a mark of recognition and respect to the soldiers' selfless sacrifice to the nation. It showcases the theme, Veterans, Accelerators in Nation's Growth. They salute the Honorable President.
And coming up right behind the Veterans Tableau is the Naval Brass Band. This is led by Vincent Johnson, Master Chief Petty Officer, musician number 2, playing the Indian Navy song Jai Bharati, looking really dapper in their black uniform, white anklets, the lanyards of the band leader and the mace in his hand. Oh, what a spectacular, spectacular performance that is, looking so bright and shining. The mace being rolled up in the sky multiple times, the crowd cheering, children clapping and dancing to that music.
And marching to Jai Bharati. Marching to Jai Bharati, which means victory to India. Closely following is the marching contingent of the Guardians of our Maritime Borders, the Indian Navy, with 144 young sailors all dressed in their winter regalia, black coat and tie, white shirts, black and white kammerband, white anklets, black boots, marching steadily with arms swinging to the tune being played by the Indian Navy Brass Band. Well, they're looking splendid, being led by Lieutenant Commander Pankaj Kumar Yadav with 4 sub-lieutenants as platoon commanders. And right in front of me, slowly approaching, is the Indian Navy tableau depicting a combat-ready force for national security. And I can see state-of-the-art assets like the MiG-29K multi-role fighter, Rukmani satellite, Boeing P-8I maritime patrol aircraft, the Kolkata class of ships and the Cavalry class submarine.
And that right now is being followed by the Air Force Band playing the tune Astronaut under the lead of Junior Warrant Officer Ashok Kumar. The band comprises of 3 drum majors and 72 musicians, all dressed in blue with their white anklets. Junior Warrant Officer Ashok Kumar springing the mace. Oh, what a spectacular show that is. The instruments there, the saxophone, the French horn, you can hear.
The next contingent is of the Air Force marching contingent led by Flight Lieutenant Shrikant Sharma. It was a smart salute and the Honorable President responded back. These smartly dressed air warriors are in 12 by 12 formation. Flight Lieutenant Pankaj Chaudhary, Flying Officer Raghi Ramachandran and Flying Officer Vikas Yadav follow the contingent commander and they slowly walk past the saluting days, very smartly, hand in hand in their blue and light blue and dark blue uniforms. Wonderful. Followed to this is the Indian Air Force tableau. The tableau has been designed to depict the theme Indian Air Force encouraging indigenization. It showcases the scaled down models of the aircraft, radar and the missile system which have been indigenously designed and manufactured in our country. They salute the Honorable President.
Sukhoi 30 MKI and Akash missile system.
Following it closely is the next piece of machinery which is approaching the dais, and it is the medium range surface to air missile, which is led by Squadron Leader Vikas Chawla of 2407 Squadron. It is an air and missile defense system to protect our territories and ground forces against attacks by enemy aircrafts and guided weapons. And as it approaches the dais, I can see the salutes being exchanged. It is a grey-colored machine with missiles towards the rear end.
The next equipment coming in front of you, front of all of us right now, is the Arjun Armored Recovery and Repair Vehicle, Arjun ARRV, led by Lieutenant Colonel Ravi Kumar S. Designed and developed by DRDO, this is the most advanced armored recovery repair vehicle and the first of its kind in India. It's slowly coming towards the saluting dais, and now he salutes the Honorable President of India. And the President responds back, and he slowly glides towards the India Gate.
Coming up next is the contingent of the veterans, slowly coming forward in honor of all the work that they've done in the service of this nation. There are 4 veterans being slowly driven in open gypsies, smartly saluting the President.
And as they go past the saluting dais, a beautiful sight of all women contingent of the Assam Rifles emerges on Rajpath with Major Cush Kanwar in the lead, dressed in Angola shirts, maroon cravat, kamarband and dark trousers with white anklets and drill boots.
Major Kush Kanwar is leading the contingent of Assam Rifles. You can see all women constituting first class. The sentinel from the northeast is active staff in all 3 and 4 independent wards.
Crisp salute, wearing their characteristic trademark tilted hat. The contingent is seen marching in sync, charging ahead with heads held high.
And the Assam Rifle Band has been enthralling the audiences with their throw of the mace in the sky. People have been clapping away, and what you can hear is the tune of the Sipahi Desh ke Humne Shahi Banai.
And right behind them is the Indian Coast Guard marching contingent led by Commandant Amit Thyani. Professional to the hilt, the contingent stands out on the 70th Republic Day Parade because of their smart turnout and synchronized steps. And on the count of 7, they give a smart, crisp salute to the President. Dressed in black winter uniform, the contingent looks brilliant, and with its motto, Vayam Rakshama, which means we protect, the Indian Coast Guard keeps our maritime frontiers safe and secure.
In sharp contrast from those black uniforms, we have the scarlet breeches, the scarlet tunics and the black breeches with the golden lining. Oh, what a brilliant display of the Central Reserve Police Band there. Playing Desh Ke Hum Hai Rakshak. Under the glistening sun on Rajpath, their smart turbans with their gold, red and black surras. Oh, what a beautiful display it is.
Following them closely, donning. It comprises 148 personnel right now, and that they are marching past the saluting dais.
And coming up next is the Railway Protection Force Band playing Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja, led by Bandmaster Shri Mushtaq Ahmed. This band consists of 92 personnel marching smartly up to the saluting dais with all their instruments in ensemble, and there you can hear Kadam Kadam Badhai Ja.
Following the Railway Protection Force band is the marching contingent of the Railway Protection Force. Led by Shri Jatin Biraj, Assistant Security Commissioner, the Railway Protection Force is responsible for the security of railway property, and the force can prosecute offenders committing crimes on trains.
In white tunics and red sashes, the Delhi Police Band coming up next, led by Bandmaster Sub-Inspector Rajinder Singh, playing the Delhi Police Anthem. Very clearly audible there, the cymbals, the tuba, and of course the saxophone.
Assistant Commissioner. That was Assistant Commissioner of Police Shri Jagdev Singh, who gave the salute to the Honorable President, and he responded back gracefully with their beautifully red and black turras. They are marching towards the India Gate, a wonderful sight.
And as Delhi Police marching contingent exits, approaching the dais, I can see the camel contingent of the Border Security Force under the command of Deputy Commandant Kuldeep Chaudhary. What a magnificent sight these regal camels of BSF make, popularly known as ships of the desert. They make dependable companions.
आज हम पूरे साइड से आए हैं सब घर के गणतंत्र दिवस की परेड में हिस्सा लेने के लिए।
And after exchanging the salutes, they move past the salute days. Interestingly, all personnel in the contingent are more than 6 feet tall, and they all sport similar styled thick moustaches, all looking dazzling in white uniform with black knee-high boots and beautiful orange and golden headgear. And the motto of BSF is duty unto death. There are over 75 different dress items that are needed to dress these camels and riders of the BSF.
And continuing in the same dress, we have the BSF Camel Band. Not only are these handsome men riding these camels, but they're playing the beautiful tune of Hum Hai Seema Suraksha Bal. Oh, what a spectacular display that is. Quite a delight to see this band playing on the camels, and following right behind them are the very smart boys of the NCC band under the lead of bandmaster under officer Ansh Dwivedi. This young and very energetic group coming forward with Kadam Kadam Badhai Ja playing, and oh, what a spectacular display of the mace that was. All four of them throwing up the mace, kicking up their legs all the way up to their shoulders, giving the salute.
Following the NCC Boys Band is the NCC Boys Marching Contingent, led by he said it was a smart salute to the Honorable President, and the President very graciously responded back. This was led by Under Officer Sagar Mughale, NCC Directorate, Maharashtra.
And following that is the band of the Birla Balika Vidyapeeth Pilani, led by Senior Under Officer Pallavi Malik. Oh, what a beautiful display in their white tunics and their mustard skirts. What a lovely salute there. Sare jahan se acha.
And following the girls' band, the NCC Girls Marching Contingent approaches the saluting base. Senior Under Officer Garima Singh, Bharoria NCC Directorate Maharashtra, is proudly leading the NCC contingent consisting of 159 senior wing cadets, girls, all girls drawn from 17 directorates of the NCC.
Coming up next, the last of the bands, the massed pipes and drum band. The leader there throwing the mace up in the air, that was Risaldar Major Mitter Dev of Remount Veterinary Corps Regiment, assisted by Subedar Major Dev Singh Thapa. The melodious tune of Kedarnath playing there.
Following them is the National Service Scheme Marching Contingent, led by the Pesh Vijay Tingar of Maharashtra. The marching contingent comprised of 160 volunteers, including boys and girls. Launched in 1969, Gandhiji's birth centenary year, with merely 40,000 volunteers, the scheme now has more than 4.13 million volunteers spread across the country. The NSS movement in India, that has a thrust on personality development, is considered to be a silent revolution in constructive community work. And this contingent now smartly moving towards the India Gate. Over to Manoj.
Thank you, Sanjeev. It's time now to showcase India and her myriad aspects, socio-cultural aspects, daily life in different states, here on Rajpath, for the chief guest to see firsthand what India is. Now the music that's reaching your radio sets must be indicating that this tableau is from Sikkim, and the front part of the tableau showcases the spectacles of Mahatma Gandhi on a rock, symbolizing that Sikkim values and nurtures his vision. As the future torchbearer of the country's first Nirmal Rajya, children are shown standing near the rock amidst the flowers, spreading the message of cleanliness and sanitation. This beautiful tableau from Sikkim now crosses the saluting base and exits, making way for the next tableau. This time,
this is Maharashtra, and this tableau is showcasing the Quit India movement. What a beautiful tableau with a complete display of the Quit India movement. That was a movement in which millions of common Indians participated. Up in the front is a statue of Mahatma Gandhi with his hand forward, a charkha. A display of the Quit India movement to the tunes of Vande Mataram there. The charkha looking spectacular. And at the end, towards the rear side of the tableau, is the Gateway of India.
And this beautiful tableau from Maharashtra depicting the evening of 8th August 1942. This gives way to another beautiful tableau from the far southeast. That's the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This depicts the role of Mahatma Gandhi with the inmates of the cellular jail in Andaman. The music will give you a sense of what must have happened.
आया है बापू का टेलीग्राम, जारी रखना अपना ये संग्राम, छोड़ो भूख हड़ताल मगर
The front part of the tableau shows the replica of the cellular jail and the way inmates were treated by the jail authorities. The middle part displays the abundant beauty of present-day Andaman and Nicobar Islands, showing the undersea activities, beaches and tourism activities. The Andaman and Nicobar tableau now crosses the flag post near the saluting base, giving way to the next tableau, and Medha is eager.
Yes, and what we have in front of you is a beautiful tableau from Assam featuring, yes, you can hear the distinctive sound of Bhupen Hazarika, who's also been awarded the Bharat Ratna this time. The lovely traditional Bihu dance being performed there, women wearing the Mekhla Chadar.
মহাত্মায় হাকি বলে কৃষ্ণ করিম বান্ধবীব ইব্রাহিম দুয়ো একেজন হরি কাকনু দুকিম হায় হায় রাম রহিম আল্লাহ রাম রহিম.
The front part of the tableau featuring a loom being operated by an Assamese woman, the side panel displaying the rich silken workmanship and also depicting Pokhi, the house of Jyoti Prasad Agarwal of Tezpur, where Gandhiji stayed in 1934.
And now, as the tableau from Assam gives way to another tableau, this one is not too far from Assam. This is from Tripura, and this depicts empowering the rural economy in the Gandhian way. It's a beautiful tableau with the front portion bearing a statue of Mahatma Gandhi on the spinning wheel. The middle portion with village women busy with their daily chores. And the rear part depicts the stone sculpture of Unakoti, the famous Shaivite site. So this is Tripura for you on Rajpath. As the music of Tripura fades away, a new tableau comes in, and this one from the western state of Goa. And true to what Goa is, this depicts unity in diversity. The front part depicts Mahatma Gandhi with a village girl that symbolizes Gandhiji's and the Goans' mutual affection towards each other. The middle part of the tableau depicts the Deepastambh, a unique piece of Hindu architecture found outside Hindu temples across Goa.
And if you felt like dancing there, well, you should have done that. And right now it's time for a moment of peace. From the land of the rising sun, Arunachal Pradesh coming up. This tableau very beautifully depicts a Mompa child placing flowers at the feet of Gandhiji as a mark of respect. The middle part of the tableau shows Mompa girls and boys attired in the traditional dress performing the Mompa sounding dance in order to encourage and enthuse the villagers to live peacefully. This beautiful setting from Arunachal Pradesh showed a typical setting of a Mompa village. It also depicted mask making, carpet making and the traditional painting in the village.
And Arunachal Pradesh now gives way to another tableau from Punjab. and keeping in view the approaching 100th anniversary of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. The tableau is based on this theme. Sound effects that reached your radio sets told you the story of the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. The second part brings to life this tragedy with troops firing and people running helter-skelter for safety. The tableau from Punjab now crossing the flagpole at the saluting base.
This tableau from Tamil Nadu features the transformation of dress code of Mahatma Gandhi. The front portion of the tableau depicts a seated Mahatma Gandhi wearing only a loincloth and shedding his headgear and formal dress. It also depicts the building in Madurai in which he first made his appearance in the loincloth. The rear of the tableau showcases the famous Meenakshi Ammam temple of Madurai to symbolically represent the transformation that happened in this temple city.
And Tamil Nadu now gives way to another western state. This time, this is a tableau from Gujarat, which depicts another important point in history, the historical Dandi March, which was led by Mahatma Gandhi. And we know he shook the foundation of the British Empire by scooping a handful of salt in the coastal village of Dandi. The front portion of the tableau depicts the Kirti Mandir. The Kirti Mandir is the memorial temple built in memory of Gandhiji in Porbandar, adjacent to his ancestral house where he was born. The second part shows Gandhiji starting the Dandi march from Sabarmati Ashram and passing through the Dandi bridge and also picking salt at the coast. His exquisite tableau from Gujarat now crossing the saluting dais.
And as the tableau of Gujarat crosses the saluting dais, we are moving all the way up north to Jammu and Kashmir. And it's depicting Gandhiji's ray of hope, our composite culture. Jammu and Kashmir is a bouquet of different cultures nurtured by people of diverse regions. And this particular tableau is displaying the epitome of non-violence, a shining ray of hope. Depicting the composite culture of the state. It shows the monasteries of Ladakh, the mosques of Kashmir and the temples of Jammu, collectively reflecting the sacred cultural landscape of the state. The beautiful music there, I hope you're enjoying it right there on your radio sets.
And as the tableau from Jammu and Kashmir exits, in comes another point in history, and this time from Karnataka. This tableau depicts the historic Belgavi Congress session with the underlying spirit it embodies, Gandhiji and the Belgavi Congress session, 1924. Mahatma Gandhi delivering his presidential address from the raised platform surrounded by wooden frames, and an audience gallery of the time is prominently displayed on the tableau. This beautiful tableau from Karnataka Gandhiji and the Belgavi Congress session now crosses the saluting base and is about to exit.
And taking you yet again from the south to the north to a place that Mahatma Gandhi described as the Switzerland of India. We've got the tableau of Uttarakhand coming up, showing the snow-covered Kumaon Hills, the Devbhoomi at Kausani. This tableau depicts Gandhiji writing,
देवभूमि उत्तराखंड की मिले शांति यहाँ मन की मिले शांति यहाँ मन की.
The middle part of the tableau displays Kausani-based Anna Shakti Ashram with Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant and other people including tourists doing yoga, and the rear part depicting Uttarakhand's socio-cultural heritage, the Jageshwar Shrine, Badrinath and of course the Kedarnath temples.
Okay, after Uttarakhand, one question to you. How many times did Gandhiji visit Delhi? The next tableau, which is about to enter, is from Delhi, and it depicts the association of Mahatma Gandhi with the city of Delhi. Mahatma Gandhi visited Delhi 80 times, and the front part of the tableau showcases a larger-than-life Gandhiji seated and praying at the Birla House with a symbolic charkha placed behind him. Gandhi Smriti's World Peace Gong is shown on the side panel of the trailer. The rear part depicts the serene white expanse and beautiful windows of the Birla House that adhere to the actual structural form. Mahatma Gandhi and Delhi, right here in front of the saluting base.
And moving from Delhi to Uttar Pradesh, this tableau is commemorating the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi and truly embodying his views that acquiring literacy does not mean being educated. This tableau showcases Mahatma Gandhi's historic journey, particularly to Banaras and Kashi Vidyapeeth.
Guru Govind do khade काकेला गोपाय बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंदियो बताए भक्ति और श्रद्धा हर मन में प्रेम और भाईचारा.
The front part captures the historic moment of the inauguration of Kashi Vidyapeeth in consonance with Mahatma Gandhi's education philosophy. And the second part, the ancient city of Kashi.
यहाँ खुद कबीर की खुशबू में तुलसी ने रची चौपाई यही बुद्ध ने जग को किया अलौकिक हर घाट पे जीवन की सच्चाई.
And after that tableau from Uttar Pradesh, another slice of history, two great men who sincerely loved and respected each other. It's Mahatma Gandhi and Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. This tableau is from West Bengal. The front part of the tableau depicts Gandhiji and Tagore sitting together at Shantiniketan to highlight their shared contribution to the freedom movement. In the backdrop is Shamoli, a mud house where Gurudev used to reside. The accompanying song of the tableau, Ekla Chalo Re by Tagore, is said to have been a favorite of Gandhiji. This beautiful tableau from West Bengal now crossing the saluting base.
Making way for the tableau from the Ministry of Power, talking about the new India, Roshan India, talking about the importance of electricity and a consequence of removing darkness from our lives. This displays the universal household electrification in both rural and urban areas, even in the most difficult terrains. The front depicts Mahatma Gandhi.
बहुत हुई अंधेरों की मनमानी घर घर हर हर तक चल बिजली रानी चल बिजली रानी
ले किताब पढ़ ले बापू की कहानी चल आ गई बिजली रानी
हट रे किस्मत झूठी तेरी बानी.
A very interesting display there with a bulb at the front and a bulb at the back, and the people accompanying the tableau wearing bulbs as their headgear. Very, very fascinating. And we also have a light pole being fixed, all about electrification.
रोशन हो हर घर, गांव हो या शहर. That was the tableau from the Ministry of Power, and about to enter is this tableau from the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, which depicts aspects of the Swachh Bharat mission. The front part of the tableau is a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi, the first champion of sanitation in India. It shows Mahatma Gandhi cleaning with a broom himself. The next part depicts Rani Mistri's building a twin pit toilet. And the rear part shows a Swachhata Rath that is used widely in Swachh Bharat programs, and a Gram Sabha meeting where a young village girl is emphasizing the importance of toilet usage and Swachhata. This tableau is with a particular message. This thought-provoking tableau from the Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation now exits.
Making way for the tableau from the Indian Railways, showcasing the journey from Mohan to Mahatma. Mahatma Gandhi had a long relationship with the railways, and we have all heard often and read about the incident in South Africa when he was 24 years old and thrown out of the first-class carriage. And after that, the railways became his medium to connecting with the masses. The front part of the tableau
मोहन से महात्मा का सफर निराला रेल पर निकला आजादी का मतवाला दक्षिण अफ्रीका में लड़ी थी पहली लड़ाई रेल में घूमकर सत्याग्रह की अलख जगाई वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम.
Gandhiji travelled extensively on the trains, and there is a depiction of him travelling with his wife Kasturba Gandhi on one of such journeys. And the second coach shows Gandhiji collecting funds for the Harijan Fund while on a train journey during the freedom struggle.
And emerging on the tarmac now in front of our commentator's booth is this tableau from the Ministry of Agriculture, aptly titled किसान गांधी.
बापू की शिक्षा अपनाने निकले हैं कृषि से भारत की तकदीर जगाने निकले हैं.
This tableau depicts Gandhiji with goats and cows in the front part. Cotton cultivation with compost production is shown in the middle, while the rear part of the tableau depicts Kasturba Gandhi intently spinning on the charkha, the spinning wheel, and tending to animals at Bapu Kutir at Bardha Ashram.
पर विश्वास अपना चरखा अपनी तकली अपना कातो सूत का पास गुणकारी कंपोस्ट बनाए खेती के सारे अवशेष.
And following that is a tableau depicting securing nation's critical assets and promotion self-reliance, 50 glorious years of CISF. This is a beautiful tableau talking in the front of CISF personnel providing security cover to the Samadhi. This tableau also shows the frisking that happens for our safety and security, and also accompanying on the side is the CISF Canine Squad, also highlighting the importance of the role played by the Canine Squad in ensuring our safety and security. And last but not the least is a beautiful tableau of CPWD displaying the horticulture department's work. With the theme Vande Mataram, the CPWD horticulture tableau pays a floral tribute to the father of the nation on his 150th birth anniversary. The tableau showcases a wide variety of flowers in different hues. Symbol of peace there, the tableau featuring the glasses made in a floral display and of course the beautiful charkha.
Now we have atop the well-decorated open gypsies are the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Suraksha Puraskar winning children. These 26 children have been honored by Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2019 for their exceptional achievement. The awards are given to children for their merit in the fields of innovation, scholastic sports, culture, social service, youth, bravery and other fields, and which deserve recognition. The children are waving to the crowds and all the people have stood up and they are waving back. They include Muhammad Sohail Chenya, Salim Pasha, Arunima Sen, Avasthan Suryanarayanan, Naisargik Lenka, A.U. Nachiket Kumar, Madhav Lavakare, Aryaman Lakhotia Parthashati B.R., Eliha Dixit, Ayushman Tripathi, Megha Bose, Nishant Dhankar, Ram M, Dev Dushyant Kumar Joshi, Vinayak M, Aryaman Agarwal, Triptraj Atul Pandya, Shivangi, Pragdananda, Esau, Priyam Tared, Anish, Angel Vijay Dokle, Kartik Kumar Goyal, Adrika Goyal and Nikhil Jituri.
And as they exit the saluting days, the next performers, children from NCS, Navy Children's School, Chanakyapuri, Delhi, they take their positions. They've got beautiful crescents in green, white and orange, and they're all beautifully clad in white kurtas with different colored coatis, and they are taking their positions right in front of the saluting days. And you can hear the song that they're going to be performing to in the background. Dancing energetically, making different formations to the song Bapu Mahan, the children from the Navy Children's School, Chanakyapuri, Delhi. They're putting up a beautiful show for the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Going in circles with white, green and orange, the saffron colored crescent representing the tricolor, and there is an umbrella which is depicting the wheel. A beautiful formation right now in the center, and the children throwing their hands up in the air, dancing energetically. And the crowd is cheering these little children as they exit the saluting days. And the next group of children from Eastern Zonal Cultural Center, Kolkata, take their places right in front of the saluting days. There are boys and girls dressed in bright kurtas and yellow churidars, bright red kurtas with hoops and sticks. And they are slowly approaching the saluting days, taking their positions, and with the start of the song, they spring to action. Swachh Bharat, Swasth Bharat, Swachh Bharat, Swasth Bharat, Swachh Bharat, Swasth Bharat, Swachh Bharat. भारत देश मेरा एक सपना संजोया बापू ने वो स्वच्छ भारत देश मेरा बढ़ते चले प्रगति के पथ पर चमके देश महान मेरा एक सपना संजोया बापू ने वो स्वच्छ भारत देश मेरा एक सपना संजोया बापू ने वो स्वच्छ भारत देश मेरा. Children dancing, making formations, beautiful ones. And now making two neat rows in the center, making a circle, dancing to the tune. These 152 children of government schools of Bihar Eastern Zone Cultural Center, they're trying to express their feelings through the song and reiterate the dream that Gandhiji had of a clean and a beautiful India with people living in harmony. A wonderful performance indeed.
And taking over Rajpath now is the Rajkiya Pratibha Vikas Vidyalay RPVV Kishanganj, Delhi. Children dressed in red dhotis, sky blue tunics and blue and red pagadis, gradually, slowly taking their positions here in front of the VIP enclosure housing the chief guest. Hands on their waist. They prepare to break into a dance. Waving their hands, they move forward. Festoons tied to their hands, gleaming in the sun. Fuchsia colored dresses, again gleaming in the sun. magenta-coloured silk on their dhotis, presenting a visual delight as they go into different formations. Half of them are lying down in the middle of the formation, and the rest waving their hands energetically, running in circles. They've come here to spread the message of peace and harmony through their dance performance. They swirl their hands, do some hopscotch and pirouetting, and at the end of their performance, happily leave the scene to a loud applause. And the next formation about to assemble here in front of the chief guest. These are cream dhotis, red tunics and blue waistcoats with very peculiar batik headgear in yellow and a bit of green. This is Kendriya Vidyalaya, Paschim Vihar, Delhi. Flanked on the left side by flag bearers of the tricolour. And here they break into a dance. A burst of energy, a rush of joy. A replica of the national emblem being carried by one child.
रखी है बापू ने जो नींव रखी है बापू ने उस नींव को याद करो.
These children are paying tribute, homage and reference to Bapu's ideology through this scintillating dance performance. The changing formations, forming groups, some sitting, some kneeling, some standing. The tricolour comes aloft. They're conveying the message of the fact that non-violence and truth are the twin cardinal principles of Gandhian thought and philosophy, and that they shall prevail forever. Students of Kendriya Vidyalaya, Paschim Vihar, Delhi. With folded hands, they remember Mahatma Gandhi.
Of Kendriya Vidyalaya, they exit the saluting days. It is now time to witness the daring motorbike riders from the Corps of Signals, who are popularly known as the MCRDT Daredevils, and they are going to paint an unforgettable picture in the minds of the spectators here for sure, with an impressive display of speed, skill, precision, and yes, for all the listeners, they are going to be getting a feel of all this through this live commentary. And I can see approaching the days. Here comes the first bike, a bevy of headlights, Major Manpreet Singh saluting smartly while atop a 12.5 feet high ladder, making history and meeting his own record of saluting from a height of 8 feet, showing incredible balance. And closely following is the pride of the Corps of the Signals, the Jimmy formation, and the biker is pointing towards the sky as if saying that aim high. And then there are yoga positions on the bike. I can see Dhanur Asan, Yoga Asan, Vriksha Asan, and these people are known to be doing 50 different yoga positions on a single motorcycle. Next comes the PT display by a daredevil who is showing his gymnastic skills, and the daredevil is on the bar doing front up circles and back rolls. Look at him! I can only say that who needs to go to a gym? But this feat requires great strength and agility. People are waving their hands and cheering these daredevils as if telling them, give me more, and giving them more. Another jaw-dropping formation called Signal Fighter. There are 7 daredevils balancing on each other. On 2 bikes on either side have got 5 balancing in a Superman pose. What a riveting visual. And the crowd is delightfully waving at the daredevils. The children are standing in awe because they can see 7 daredevils forming a pyramid and doing a daring Mercury peak. And there are 2 bikes with the regiment colors in their hands. What a riveting visual. The crowd is waving at these daredevils, and I can see right behind us Captain Dishan Kataria saluting the Supreme Commander. Kudos to this daredevil. And closely following, there goes the pride of the Corps of Signals, a demo of swift and secure communication presented by Havaldar Sujit Mondal on handlebar. And there is Nayak Chopade Didi on ladder showing seamless communication. Interesting indeed. And waiting for the next formation, which actually shows video conferencing on wheels. Unbelievable! 4 daredevils sitting on a bike facing each other, carrying laptops and video chatting. Is this for real? This is technology at its best in the Signals Corps. And people are waving at these daredevils. They are tech savvy and daring as well. And speaking of technology, there are information warriors. Next, 11 daredevils perched on a motorbike with the help of a ladder, and right on top of the ladder is a radar to catch any signal that will lead them to the enemy. And closely following them, here comes a breathtaking display of the fine balancing act of Tivra Chaukas commandos. It's not possible to count how many they are, but they are forming a pyramid, and there are 2 on the top with binoculars, keeping an eagle eye on the enemy, and a laptop as well. And taking the excitement to a different level is the Lotus formation. What creativity on display, brilliant ideas. The crowd is thrilled to bits to see these 11 daredevils on one motorbike zipping past the saluting days. And the next is Captain Shikha Surbi, the lone rider, and the open and the only woman daredevil, and the crowd is cheering as she speeds down Rajpath saluting the president while balancing atop the seat of her motorcycle. And last but not the least, majestically riding in front of us, giving us an astonishing display of daredevilry, pushing the limits of a machine and human endurance. Here comes 33 daredevils on 9 motorcycles making a human pyramid. What a captivating sight. Hats off to these daredevils of the Corps of Signals for putting up a spectacular show for all gathered here to celebrate the 70th Republic Day. And if you've not had your fill of excitement, then to thrill you even more, here comes the grand finale, for which I hand you over to Manoj.
Of the daredevilry here on Rajpath, with all those motorcycles and their various formations. As we come to the conclusion of today's Grand Parade, it's time to watch upwards, skywards, and be part of the spectacular flypast which is about to begin in a short while from now. There will be formations like the Rudra, the Hercules, the Satlij, the Netra, and the Trishul. And the flypast will culminate, and there will be other formations like the Globe formation, the Jaguar Arrowhead formation, the Fulcrum Arrowhead formation, and the flypast will conclude with the breathtaking vertical Charlie, which will be done by Sukhoi 30 and sounds from a distance suggest the drones of a helicopter. All eyes up. In a short while from now, the formation of Rudra will fly past us. Much to the excitement of everyone present here, much to the excitement of children here who've gathered in large numbers with their families. For them, it'll be a source of inspiration too, education too, and here the sounds get louder. Rudra is about to emerge. The main flypast commences with the Rudra formation, comprising 3 ALH Mark IV WSI helicopters in VIC formation. Can you hear the sounds? The ALH Mark IV WSI is a highly maneuverable helicopter that can carry armament and other specialist equipment and has been indigenously designed and produced in India. The formation at a speed of 180 kilometers per hour is being led by Wing Commander Abhishek Shukla. And the other 2 helicopters were with Wing Commander Saurabh Sharma and Wing Commander Deepak Vishnoi. And here's Medha, very excited about the next formation that's about to enter the airspace here. And that is the Hercules.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is excitement in the air even after the Rudra formation has left. People are looking up to the skies, waiting for the Hercules formation to come forward. And this is going to comprise of 3 C-130J Super Hercules aircraft, again in wing formation. And yes, we can see them in the sky. Inducted in the Air Force in 2011, the Super Hercules with 4 jet engines, yes, flying across the saluting base. What a spectacular display that is. Flying high, led by Group Captain S. Gopi Mohan. The formation flying at 300 meters or approximately 1100 feet above ground at a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. Supported by Wing Commander Shishir Sukant and Wing Commander Ravi Nanda on the sides. Over to Manoj for the Satluj formation.
Now, everyone here, eyes up towards the sky, waiting for the Satluj formation. The special thing about the Satluj is that the biofuel has been extracted from the Jatropha plant seeds using a technology patented right here in India. And the Satluj formation, 3 AN-32 aircraft flying in VIC formation. The lead aircraft led by Squadron Leader Mehtab Son. Can you hear the sounds? The other 2 are by Wing Commander Arun Chandan and Squadron Leader Gautam Bajaj. That was the Satluj formation right for you here above Rajpath. The next in line is the Netra. That is, Netra is the eye in the sky. It is an early warning and control system aircraft with state-of-the-art early warning radar and a host of advanced electronic warfare equipment, all indigenously designed and developed by DRDO. This works as an operational room to guide aircrafts and provide information to ground stations. Everyone expectantly awaiting for the arrival of the Netra, and here they come. The AN-32 is flanked by 2 Sukhois. And the AWNC aircraft is being flown by Group Captain Pradeep Batra, and the Su-30s by Wing Commander Amit Sharma and Wing Commander Adhikari. And for the globe formation, this is Medha for you.
And behind the Netra formation is the Globe formation. And this is a very interesting formation comprising of 1 C-17 Globemaster. And this particular aircraft has 4 turbojet engines. This will be flanked by 2 Sukhoi 30 Mach 1s to provide it protection. That's how they fly, and that is the purpose, to provide this C-17 Globemaster safety. And we're eagerly awaiting. Everybody's eyes are looking up to the sky, waiting for this formation to come, which is going to be captained by Group Captain K. Ramarao, who's the commanding officer of C-17 Squadron. The Sukhoi 30 is being flown by Wing Commander Tushar Kaduskar and Squadron Leader Akshay Agarwal. And there they come. Yes, you can hear the loud cheer as everyone is waiting expectantly. Oh yes, we can hear the sounds in the sky. Yes, the crackling in the sky as the C-17 Globemaster, accompanied by the Sukhoi 30, is giving way for the jet wake. Yes, oh what a spectacular display it is. The white fluffy jet wake in the sky. The result of condensation from the four turbojet engines flying as high as 300 meters above the ground at 500 kilometers per hour. Over to Manoj for the Jaguar Arrowhead formation.
Next in line, 5 Jaguar deep penetration strike aircraft in Arrowhead formation. A loud round of applause. Here they come, the mean-looking Jaguars, 5 of them, led by Group Captain Soumitra Tamaskar, Wing Commander Ashish Jorar, Wing Commander Virendra Saini, Wing Commander Ashish Chechi, and Squadron Leader M. J. Krishnan. Almost double the speed of earlier displays. Next in line is the Fulcrum Arrowhead formation, comprising MiG-29 upgrade air superiority fighters. Should be here any moment now. The formation is led by Group Captain Tushar Vaidya with Wing Commander Chintara Suresh, Wing Commander Ankur Hakim, and here they come, the Fulcrum Arrowhead formation. 5 MiG-29 upgrades, flying high at a high speed to a loud round of applause here. Much to the amazement of people here, and much to the amazement of and after the Fulcrum Arrowhead formation now, the exhilarating Trishul formation, where 3 aircraft will come and 2 will split sideways like a peel off, like a veer off. Any moment. Yes, here they come, 3 of them. One Sukhoi flanked by 2. And here they split. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 straight up. This is like a trident, a trishul. And the plumes of the jet wing form a perfect white trident here. And the piece de resistance, the flanker, the vertical Charlie now about to be witnessed here on Rajpath. The vertical Charlie will be performed by Group Captain Harpreet Luthra in a lone Su-30 MKI. Here it comes and goes straight up like a rocket. The Su-30 has gone straight up like a rocket. And loud cheers here. It's swirling now. And disappeared into the sky. This was breathtaking. This was breathtaking. Touching the sky with glory. A befitting salute to the motto of the Indian Air Force. Navasparsha Deeptam. That was Group Captain Harpreet Luthra in the Su-30. And with that, the breathtaking fly past concludes here over the saluting base. It's time to conclude proceedings here of this grand 70th Republic Day parade here. And I take you back to the commentator's booth to Sanjay. Over to Sanjeev.
Well, Manoj, this is Shilpa here, and thank you so much for that enthralling account of the fly past. And Medha, that was superb. The sky above and the entire Rajpath is reverberating with the roaring sounds of these magnificent flying machines. The grand finale has generated tremendous excitement here. at the Republic Day parade. People are still gazing at the sky in anticipation to see more. It has created so much of sensation. It was indeed sensational. In fact, the sun is shining in its full glory, and it has added to the day and has made it sensational. What do you say, Sanjeev?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. What a day. The sun is shining in all its glory and the tricolor is fluttering in the sky, and all the eyes towards the tricolor and the saluting days.
Well, to most people, Sanjeev, you know, sky is the limit, but to a fighter pilot, the sky is home. And I remember a fighter pilot's words. Any pilot can describe the mechanics of flying, but what it can do for the spirit of the man flying it is beyond description. The start of the engine, the thundering sound of the aircraft while taking off, and the roar in the sky makes a pilot feel alive. And we got lucky today to have gotten a glimpse of it on this wonderful 70th Republic Day. The President's bodyguard is here to escort the President back to Rashtrapati Bhavan, and they are gradually approaching the saluting days. With pennants in hands and in their ceremonial regalia, the mounts are going to be taking position in no time, and they are going to be announcing the national anthem very soon.
A magnificent sight once again. The President's bodyguards on bay and dark bay colored mounts have assembled in front of the saluting days, slowly coming and standing still. The commandant of the regiment, Colonel Gomanda Dhira Changappa, on his mount Virat, is right in front. I can hear the roars of people saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and balloons of saffron, white and green are flying up in the sky. The entire sky is filled with these three colors, as if giving a call of patriotism, nationalism, and saying, yes, this is India, higher and higher, going higher and higher day by day. We are progressing, and now I see the cavalcade of the Honorable President coming right in front of the saluting days. And that brings us almost to the concluding phase of the 70th Republic Day celebrations here at Rajpath. What an eventful event it has been. And now I can see the Honorable President along with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and the chief guest of this morning, Honorable President of South Africa, Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, moving down the saluting days, waving to the people, the chief guest, the Prime Minister, the President. They are waving to the crowds, and all the crowd is enthusiastic with their mobile phones in their hands, clicking the photographs. They are majestically walking down the stairs, and the three defense chiefs, along with them, bidding a farewell, and people today will be taking with them just not wonderful memories of the parade, tableaus, performances by children, the daredevils and the air show, but also a sense of commitment and duty. Well, that is a great finale. Now again I see both the First Ladies waving to the crowds, the three dignitaries, the Prime Minister, the South African President, and the Honorable President of India, Shri Ram Nath Kovind, slowly, in a slow march, moving towards their vehicles. It's a great event, a wonderful event. The three chiefs saluting the Honorable President, Union Minister for Defense, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, walking along. And now we see the Honorable Prime Minister bidding farewell to the chief guest this morning and the Honorable President. With folded hands, the chief guest responds and the Prime Minister stands at the gate, and they're slowly moving toward their car. The Vice President, Sri Venkaiah Naidu, also is there to see them off. And now the Prime Minister is waving, and both the dignitaries have seated themselves in the car. What an occasion, what a scene. The entire audience is around, and the parade and the President's bodyguard giving the command for the movement towards Rashtrapati Bhavan. And it slowly glides towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President bodyguards in all their splendor, in all their majesty, slowly moving towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and the Honorable President's car along with the chief guest are waving to the crowds, and they are slowly and gracefully moving. And now we have in front of the saluting dais the Honorable Vice President Sri Venkaiah Naidu along with his wife. They are standing, and they are also about to leave this venue. Both the First Ladies, the Indian First Lady Savita Kovind and the South African First Lady Dr. Shepo Mote Sepe have also left. They are waving to the crowds, and the black, graceful cars are slowly and slowly moving towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan. We can see the Prime Minister and the Vice President discussing important events. They have all smiles on their face, and they are waiting to depart from this site. All the crowds have stood up in excitement and glory. On their faces I can see that, well, they have achieved the day. They are satisfied with the entire entourage of the VIPs now heading towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan.
You know, Sanjeev, at this 70th Republic Day celebrations, we got a beautiful view into the military strength, the military might, and words like honor, discipline, passion, strength, courage, which are synonymous to the armed forces, paramilitary and auxiliary forces. That is what the people here got to know. And I can see the Vice President, Honorable Shri Venkaiah Naidu, getting into the car, and the motorcade is going to be leaving in a while. And yes, it is seen exiting the saluting dais. The Prime Minister is still waiting for his motorcade to arrive, and there are a lot of people around him, and people can be heard shouting slogans, Modi, Modi, in excitement, cheering the Prime Minister, cheering for him. And it is so lovely because the excitement which is evident, there can you hear the cheer, the roar, and
the Prime Minister is waving to the crowds, and he's responding back with all smiles. The crowd is berserk on this occasion, waving back, and they are all smiles. And now I can see the motorcade of the Honorable Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is gracious enough to cross the Rajpath and is moving towards the crowds, waving to them in a spirit of exuberance, in a spirit of liberty, in a spirit of fraternity. He is a leader of the masses, and here he meets the people, waving them, smiling them, talking to them. What an event when he mixes with the entire population of a country. It is a spirit that carries him forward day in and day out.
It is actually like a dream come true for all the people who have gathered here at Rajpath to get to see their beloved Prime Minister up close and getting to take pictures. It is so amazing. And Honorable Prime Minister is going to great distance just to cheer and to warmly greet all the people who are gathered here.
Honorable Prime Minister walking towards the India Gate. Wherever the crowds are, he's walking towards them, waving towards them. And it's a great pride and privilege for all these people who can get to see the Prime Minister at such a close distance and in such affectionate moment. Now he crosses back this side, on the side of the saluting dais. The dignitaries, the other people who've come to watch this momentous occasion have also walked towards the Prime Minister. They're planning to talk to him, sir, and discuss. I can see from my commentary booth people waving at him and shouting, Jai Mata Ki, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. That is great.
And it is so amazing to see that people who were actually sitting in the rear, they have left their booth, their seating, and they have gone close to the barricade, and they all want to take pictures of the Prime Minister. What an amazing sight it is. Something which is unbelievable on other days.
And Prime Minister is graciously obliging all the people, and now he's walking towards his car and slowly, with waving hands to the people, he's coming right in front of the saluting dais once again, and all the security people around him have gathered. And now perhaps the Prime Minister is walking towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan side, again meeting more people on both the sides. It's an occasion of excitement, and he is taking a full course. Young friends from all over the country who have traveled distances and reached Delhi have got a chance to see the Prime Minister from so close and wave at him, meet him. And it's an occasion of great excitement. People are shouting in enthusiasm.
You know, Sanjeev, it is so nice to sit in the comforts of your homes and see the live happenings or listen to the commentary, but to get the real flavor is when you have to come to Rajpath to be able to enjoy this excitement, the sensational, spectacular event which is taking place here. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has crossed over yet again, and he's going and meeting as many people he can in the crowd, and the crowd is responding cheerfully, waving at him warmly. What an incredible sight it is.
Well, such moments are really rare in life, when you can meet the Prime Minister at such close distance, interact with him, and in this great moment he's walking towards the Rashtrapati Bhavan, way ahead, and people following him and watching him with cameras towards him, the mobiles towards him, clicking pictures, and on the other side I can see his motorcade behind. The Prime Minister is moving ahead and ahead, and on the both sides of the Rajpath we have the tricolour fluttering. It's a moment showing that we have won independence, we have won the day, and now the cavalcade of the Honourable Prime Minister is slowly moving towards him so that he can be seated and he can move away from the crowds after watching this magnificent event. Finally, wishing all of you a very happy Republic Day on behalf of our program team members headed by M. Salaja Suman, Pramod Kumar, Vinita Thakur, Bhuvanapur Jha, Jagmohan Singh, and the technical team members headed by S. Vadivasgan, V.K. Kharbanda, Arun Kumar, Ashok Kumar Mishra, S.D. Dhyani, Khemchand, Ashok Kumar, Virendra Garovar, P.K. Sarpal, Tajinder Singh, Babulal Meena, and Rajesh Kumar. And of course, our special thanks to the Ministry of Defence, DPR Defence, Delhi Police, and the PM Security. And now it is time for me signing off from Rajpath along with my fellow commentators Manoj Mayankar, Medha Gandhi, and Shilpa Kapoor. We take you back to the studios of All India Radio. Jai Hind and Happy Republic Day.
You were listening to the running commentary of the Republic Day Parade 2019 and the cultural pageant from Rajpath in New Delhi. Our commentators were Sanjeev Dosaj, Manoj Mayankar, Shilpa Kapoor and Medha Gandhi.